Noah's fists balled, rain pounding. Trust bleeding out quick. Familia primero, huh? He spat. The fundraiser's smirk alive. Elena's dismissal. Mateo's pat. Javier's chest caved. I didn't see, he whispered, the mop still as Noah's fury rose, shoving him toward Elena's cold defense next. The college boardroom smelled of stale coffee and wax. San Antonio's rain tapping the glass as Noah Rivera stormed in. Forged reports clutched tight. Javier hovered by the door, mop idle, watching Elena, 40, at the table's head, her dean's pen poised over notes. Mateo, 35, lounged beside her, scrolling LinkedIn, smirking. Noah slapped the folder down. Mateo stole my grant, my work. The room hushed, board members shifting, but Elena's laugh cut sharp. He's our future, Noah. Your scribbles were a start. Javier's grip tightened, the mop's handle creaking. Carla's vision mocked again. Mateo leaned in. I made it real, Primo. Your ideas needed muscle. Muscle, Noah's gut twisted, seeing Mateo at 30, tossing him a soccer ball at a picnic. You're my wingman, Noah. Wings clipped now. $200,000 of his soul sold cheap. You didn't ask, he snapped, boots scuffing tile. You took. Elena waved dismissively. Don't play victim. Teach your kids. Let Mateo shine. Her eyes slid past, cold as the fundraiser, queen of her court. Javier saw Carla at 59, folding laundry. They'll carry it, Javi. Not like this. Noah's phone buzzed. Mateo's post. Rivera scholars. Legacy lives. Some can't keep up. Views climbed. 5K. Comments cheering. Go Mateo! Noah's done. A knife twisting deeper. It's business, Mateo shrugged. Not betrayal. Javier's chest burned. Business over blood, he muttered. The rain louder. I built it for them, Noah rasped. Kids' faces. Lupe, Miguel, flashing bright. Not Mateo's trophy. Elena's pen tapped. Move on, Hermanito. The wound gaped, pushing Noah toward proof he'd claw out next. The college clock ticked past midnight. San Antonio's rain a steady growl as Noah Rivera hunched over a desk, papers strewn like wreckage. Javier lingered by the janitor's closet, broom still, watching Rosa Ortiz flip through a box. Carla's journals. Her faded cursive a lifeline. Here, Rosa said, voice tight. Sliding one forward, dates matched Noah's grant, her words clear. For our kids, not their pockets. Noah's chair groaned as he stood, pacing, the air thick with dust and fury. She knew, he rasped, tracing her script. Mateo's LinkedIn sting, 5K views, still raw. Javier's broom trembled, Carla's dream, his son's fight, slipping through his hands again. Rosa tapped her laptop. Mateo's proposal, your phrasing, Noah, word for word. His throat locked. Equity for all. Carla's mantra. Now Mateo's banner. They didn't even tweak it, he growled, kicking a trash can, metal clanging sharp against tile. Javier saw Carla at 55, laughing over caldo at their table. You're my dreamer, Noah. Dreams pawned cheap. Outside Mrs. Lopez's porch light flickered. She'd hugged Noah at a fiesta. You're our hope. Now her whisper at the bodega. Mateo's the real deal. Rosa pulled up a community WhatsApp. Posts piling. Noah's jealous. Rivera Scholars saves us. A tide turning fast. 10K eyes on Mateo's spin. They're swallowing it, Noah muttered, chest caving. Lupe's shy gracias, profi, fading in the noise. We've got proof, Rosa urged, stacking journals, her gaze fierce. Enough to bury him. Bury. Justice flickered under the hurt. The boardroom's echo loud. Elena's smirk. Mateo's shrug. Javier rasped. I failed her. Alone in his head. Rain relentless. Who steals their own? Noah spat. The whisper swelling, shoving him toward a town that had turned next. Dawn broke humid over San Antonio's streets, the college lot slick with rain as Noah Rivera trudged to his truck. Carla's journals heavy in his bag. Javier shuffled nearby, mop slung over his shoulder, when a flyer slapped the windshield. Rivera Scholars, Our Kids' Future. Mateo's face beaming, Noah's work stolen bold. Mrs. Lopez waved from her stoop, her usual "Buenos dias, Noah," swapped for a tight nod, eyes darting away. Javier's keys bit his palm, the air thick with massa and betrayal. "They're gone," Noah muttered. The WhatsApp sting fresh. "Noah's a dreamer. Mateo's our man." He saw her at church, pressing a rosary into his hand. "You're our pride, mijo." Now clapping for Mateo's hype. Noah's phone buzzed. Mateo's LinkedIn. "Future's here. Don't lag behind." Views hit 15,000. Locals piling on. Noah's washed up, the sting sharp as cactus spines. Mr. Garcia, who'd borrowed his mower, honked past. "Back Mateo, Rivera." Back, while Noah's $200,000 vision fueled their cheers. "I taught their kids," he rasped. Voice lost to Tejano radio blaring. Miguel's proud, "I read it, profe." A ghost in the din. Rosa texted, "More posts. They're all in." All in, his block, his familia. Swallowing Mateo's tail whole. Javier gripped the truck door. "They don't see him," he whispered. Knuckles white, the boardroom's shrug roaring back. Elena's "Move on." Mateo's scroll. Noah's chest caved. Flyer fluttering down like shed skin. Isolation, a fist, tightening fast. The fight loomed. A courtroom storm he'd face, with no one left to call kin. The San Antonio courthouse buzzed low, its wooden benches creaking as Noah Rivera, 28, stood at the plaintiff's table. Carla's journals stacked like armor. Javier watched from the back, mop scars rough on his palms, eyes fixed on his son. Rosa Ortiz slid the journals forward. "These prove theft. Mateo forged Noah's grant." The judge's glasses glinted, peering down as Noah's voice broke through, raw. "That's my work. $200,000 for my kids, not his glory." Chairs shifted, whispers rippling, but Mateo, 35, rose smooth in his suit, tapping a pen like it was LinkedIn gold. "Family effort, hermano," he grinned. "You inspired me." Inspired, Noah's fists clenched, the $200,000 betrayal a punch masked as praise. He saw Mateo at 25, splitting tamales at a fiesta. "You're my rock, Noah. Rock turned rubble now." "You didn't ask," Noah snapped, slamming the table, wood shuddering loud. "You stole." Elena signed off. The judge's gavel cracked, but Mateo's smirk held. Rivera's stick together. Business, not backstabbing. Javier's throat burned. Carla's "Familia Primero" twisted sour. Elena's nod in the gallery icy, her boardroom dismissal alive. "Let Mateo shine." Rosa shoved emails forward. Elena's "Make it quick." Proof in black ink. "They planned it," she said, voice steel, "and dumped him." Locals, Mrs. Lopez, Mr. Garcia, frowned now. Murmurs shifting fast. "It's mine," Noah rasped. Lupe's grin. Miguel's nod burning bright. Not Mateo's hype. Mateo leaned close. "You're stuck, primo. Let me run it." "Run it." The gall lit Noah ablaze. Tension snapping tight. His fight bared raw against kin he'd trusted too long, shoving him toward Mateo's next strike. The courthouse steps glistened under San Antonio's noon sun, rain gone, as Noah Rivera stumbled out, the courtroom clash still ringing. Mateo's family effort, a bitter lie. Javier trailed, mop scars itching, when Noah's phone lit up. Mateo's LinkedIn. Some fight progress. Rivera Scholars moves on. The screen blazed, 20,000 views ticking up. Mateo pacing in a suit. Noah's vengeance can't stop our kid's future. Noah's knees buckled, the curb biting his jeans, comments flooding. He's bitter. Mateo's the hero. Mrs. Lopez, Mr. Garcia cheering his ruin. Javier's broom clattered. They're blind, mijo, he rasped. The sting too sharp. Noah saw Mateo at 20, sneaking beers at a quinceañera. You're my brother, Noah. Brother turned blade now. My brother, he growled, voice cracking, hands clawing his hair. The post looped. He's stuck. We're rising. Views hitting 30. K. Lupe's mom typing. Noah's out. Mateo's in. His chest caved. Breath ragged. $200,000 of Carla's dream. Their anthem against him. They're all gone, he muttered. The boardroom's ice roaring back. Elena's move on. Mateo's shrug. Now a mob's cheer. Rosa jogged up, phone glowing. It's viral. WhatsApp's worse. She scrolled. Noah's a fraud. Mateo saves us. The block he'd tutored, fed tamales, turning cold. Javier saw Mrs. Lopez at Easter, hugging Noah. Your familia. Now unfollowing fast. I gave them hope, Noah rasped, kicking a pebble. Its skitter harsh against Tejano, strums from a passing car. The post blared. Forward, not back. Mateo's grin a mirror to Elena's. Blood turned venom. They don't know me, he spat. Alone in his skull, despair pooling black. Rosa grabbed his arm. Court's alive. We push. Push. When his world spun Mateo's tune, the cut deepened. A wound he'd carry to Carla's journals next. The San Antonio hospice room lingered in Javier Rivera's mind. Its antiseptic sting sharp as he stood by Carla's bed 3 years back. Her breath a rasp under dim lights. Noah slumped in their cramped living room, now 28. Mateo's LinkedIn blitz, 30,000 views, still clawing his gut. Carla's journals open on the table. Javier, 62, leaned on the wall. Broom scars aching, watching Noah trace her faded words. Protect his dream, Javi. Our kids need it. The monitor's beep echoed in his skull. Carla at 60, skeletal, gripping his hand. He's got my fight. Don't let him take it. Javier's mop had stilled then. I won't, Amr. A vow broken fast. Noah's chair creaked. She saw this, he rasped. Flipping pages, lesson plans, grant notes. $200,000 of her soul. Now Mateo's crown. Javier saw her at 50, stirring pozole. Noah's our bridge, Javi. Bridge burned by Elena's. Move on. Mateo's grin. I failed her, Javier muttered. The room shrinking. Antiseptic swapped for stale coffee and dust. Noah stood, pacing. They're burying her too, not just me. His boots thudded, tension coiling. Lupe's gracias, profe, drowned by WhatsApp cheers. Mateo's the man, Javier's chest heaved. I didn't fight, he rasped. Alone in his head. Carla's plea a weight, crushing his ribs. Noah grabbed a journal. She wrote it for them, our kids, not their egos. Them, Elena at 40, Mateo at 35, their boardroom ice alive in Mateo's family effort. They don't get to win, Noah growled, voice steel, slamming the book shut, the clap loud as a gavel. Javier saw Carla's last smile. He'll make it right. Guilt gnawed, his silence a chain. I'm done bendin', Noah said, eyes blazing, resolve hardening fast. Justice over kin, a line he'd cross with proof in hand. The hospice ghost faded, verdict's edge a heartbeat away. The San Antonio courthouse hallway stretched dim, its fluorescent hum buzzing as Noah Rivera slumped against a wall, 2 hours ticking down to the verdict. Javier watched, broom scars throbbing, Carla's journals heavy in Noah's bag. Her plea, protect his dream, a chain pulling tight. Rosa paced nearby, clutching emails. We've got proof. Mateo's done. Done. Noah's hands shook. The $200,000 theft, a fire in his gut. Mateo's LinkedIn, 30,000 views, branding him a fool. Ruin 'em, he rasped, but Carla's hospice rasp flashed. Frail, familia primero, Noah, family a tether yanking hard. Javier's breath hitched, her voice in his skull too. Noah saw Mateo at 15, racing bikes down their street. You're my hero, Noah. Hero crushed now by greed. They deserve it, he growled, fist slamming plaster, dust falling like his trust. But Elena's move on, Sophia's silence, was blood worth breaking. My kids, he muttered. Lupe's nod, Miguel's grin, his real fight, not Rivera pride. The hall spun, a dream flickering. Carla at 58, folding clothes. You're our strength, mijo. Strength torched by their lies. I can't forgive, he rasped, voice splintering. Who picks kin over justice? Rosa stopped, eyes fierce. Verdict's ours. Your call, Noah. Call. Wreck the Riveras or relent, the weight splitting him raw. Javier saw the judge's door, gavel poised, triumph or truce teetering close. I built it for them, Noah said, resolve flickering, tension a noose as the clock hit 1 hour. Narrator cuts in. Family or future? What's your pick? Noah's at the brink, kin's pull or kid's hope. Drop your take below. Would you fight or fold? Noah's boots scuffed, Javier's heart pounded, the ruling a blade dangling sharp, slicing toward a win he'd claim next. The San Antonio courtroom fell still as the gavel cracked. The judge's voice firm. Program rights restored to Noah Rivera. Rivera Scholars is his. Noah, 28, stood rooted, the weight of $200,000 in stolen hope lifting, Rosa's hand steady on his arm. Javier watched, broom scars tingling, pride flickering. Carla's journals had won. Across the aisle, Mateo slumped, 35, his suit rumpled. LinkedIn shine, 30K views, dimmed cold. Noah's boots echoed as he turned to leave. Victory, a sharp ache. Elena's move on, a ghost fading slow. Mrs. Lopez whispered from the gallery. Noah's back? Eyes wide, tide shifting. Mateo caught him at the door, voice low. Hermano, truce. Let's rebuild. Familia primero. Rebuild? Noah's jaw clenched. The plea brittle, a kid's echo beneath the swagger. He saw Mateo at 12, racing kites in their yard. You're the best, Noah. Best betrayed by theft. You took my kid's shot, Noah said, voice rough, hands flexing in pockets. Not just mine. Mateo's eyes darted. I messed up. Elena pushed. I ran with it. Messed up. Truth late. The boardroom's smirk loud. Let Mateo shine. No truce, Noah rasped, stepping back. The air thick with courthouse dust. You're not my fight now. Mateo's shoulders sagged. A crack in his hustle, seeing Noah anew. Not dreamer, but steel unbent. Thought you'd break, Mateo muttered, hands falling, the viral king dethroned. Javier's chest eased, Lupe's grin worth more than Rivera blood. I'm done holding you up, Noah said. Turning away, the gallery's hum softening. A scar shed, but deep. Victory cut clean, Mateo's shift a shadow he'd pass, pulling him toward paths they'd walk apart. San Antonio's spring sun baked the college lot, dust swirling as Noah Rivera, 28, hauled desks into a new education hub. His reclaimed $200,000 grant, now $50,000 more, breathing life into cracked walls. Javier watched, broom idle, as kids darted past, Lupe lugging books, Miguel waving a quiz, yelling, Profe's back! Noah's shirt clung, sweat mixing with pride. The courtroom win a month old, Mateo's truce a shadow shed. Across town, Mateo's LinkedIn flickered. New gig, clean slate, scholars done. Views dipped, 5K, his shine humbled. No Rivera name to prop him up. Noah's grip eased. He's moving, he muttered, nailing a shelf, wood biting steel. Javier saw Elena at 40, pinning a diploma on Noah's chest. We're proud, hermanito. Pride faded, her dean's chair wobbling as Noah's hubs spread. Sophia's calls stopped. Her boardroom throne lost to a reformer Noah backed. They're out, he rasped. Stacking chairs, the boardroom's ice duller. Let Mateo shine, crumbling fast. Mateo's post looped. Real work now, a clerk's pivot, not a thief's. Noah's shoulders lightened, not healed. Lupe's gracias, louder than kin's noise. I don't need 'em, he said, voice firm. The drill's hum steady. Rosa jogged up, funds doubled, communities in. Mrs. Lopez waved from her stoop. You're ours, Noah. Neighbors trickling back, Mateo's blitz a memory. He saw Sophia at Christmas, her toast. Rivera stick tight till they didn't, her sway lost to his quiet grind. I'm my own, Noah growled, lifting a desk, strength rising where blood had bled. Mateo built apart, Elena and Sophia ghosts. Paths split clean, tension easing into a calm he'd carry to a fiesta, face off, soon. Dusk painted San Antonio's plaza gold, the fiesta pulsing with Tejano strums and tamale steam, as Noah Rivera, 28, leaned on a picnic table, a soda sweating in his hand. His education hubs hummed blocks away, the courtroom win a quiet anchor. Javier shuffled up, 62, his janitor's boots scuffing gravel, the air thick with cilantro and memory. Mijo, he said, voice low, can we talk? Noah's grip tightened, the soda can denting. Mateo's faded truce still stung. Elena's chill a ghost. Say it, he rasped, the plaza's chatter a soft roar. Javier sat, hands twisting. I stayed quiet. When they took it, when Carla begged me. Quiet. Noah saw him at 50, fixing their sink. You're my fighter, Noah. Fights lost to silence. I let you down, Javier said, voice cracking, eyes on the gravel. Her too. Noah's jaw eased, the hubs buzz, Lupe's laugh, louder than old wounds. You didn't stop him, he muttered, setting the can down, aluminum clinking soft, but I did. Javier's chest hitched. I see her in you, stronger than me. The mariachi swelled, kids twirling past, Familia Primero, a tune he'd unlearned. I'm sorry, Javier rasped, palms open, for not standing then. Sorry. Noah saw Carla at 59, her hospice whisper, he'll carry it, Javi. Carried alone now. I carried it anyway, Noah said, voice steady, tension draining slow. You're not them, Javier murmured, a crack of pride, seeing Noah anew, not broken, but built. Take care, Dad, Noah replied, standing. The soda's fizz flat, parting calm but scarred. Javier stayed, music fading, a fragile peace settling. Family split, but Noah's strength stood tall, pulling him toward months of quiet growth ahead. 10 months later, San Antonio's summer sun blazed over the education hub steps as Noah Rivera, 29, hung a sign, Rivera Learning Centers. Kids streaming in, Lupe toting a science kit, Miguel waving a poem. Javier watched, broom resting, as Noah's $200,000 grant, now tripled, fueled buzzing classrooms. Court victory, a bedrock reborn. Noah's jeans dusted with chalk, pride steady. He'd taught Lupe fractions here, her grin worth more than Rivera blood. Across town, Mateo's LinkedIn blinked. Clerk life, honest grind, views flat at 2K, his hustle quiet, no stolen shine left. Javier's lip twitched. He's holding, he muttered, the mop still. Elena faded, her dean's office bare, calls rare. Sophia's board seat lost to Noah's reformer pick. He saw them at Easter, passing tortillas. You're our core, Noah, core cracked, Their shadows small now. They're out there, Noah rasped, wiping sweat. The boardroom's ice, a scar smoothed over. Let Mateo shine, played out. The hub pulsed. Mrs. Lopez dropped tamales. You're ours, mijo. Neighbors back. Mateo's blitz buried. I'm enough, he said, voice firm, hauling a chair. The fiesta's calm a line drawn clean. Family split. But he stood tall. Rosa jogged up. City's watching. Funds up. Watching. His kids. His fight. Not Rivera ties. Built it myself, Noah growled. Sun dipping. Roots sunk deep. Pulling him toward a lesson he'd share next. San Antonio's dusk glowed amber over the Rivera learning centers. Kids chatter, spilling out, as Noah Rivera, 29, locked the door, his shadow tall on the steps. 10 months strong, his hubs thrived, $600,000 in funds now. Lupe's science kit a prize winner, Miguel reciting poems. Javier watched, broom propped, as Noah's hands brushed chalk dust off his jeans. Worth carved from his fight, not Rivera blood. Mateo's LinkedIn flickered. Grind taught me, family's not fate. A clerk's quiet nod, no thief's glare, their tracks split clean. He's learning, Noah muttered, keys jangling. Elena's fade a whisper, Sophia's too. He saw Carla at 55, stirring caldo. You're my dreamer, Noah. Dreams he'd built alone. Her journals a torch, outshining kin's pull. Family's not my chain, he rasped, chest light. The hub's hum louder than old ties. Mrs. Lopez's tamales, proof he'd won them back. Mateo's words looped, betrayal's a lesson, mirroring Noah's truth. Pain forged this, not blood. I chose me, he said, voice steady, kicking gravel. The fiesta's calm, a scar turned strength. Lupe, Miguel, his real legacy. Rosa, city's watching, rang. San Antonio saw him now, not Rivera's. Narrator cuts in. Betrayal forged you. How? Noah's hub stand. Mateo shifts. Kin broke 'em, but they rose. What's your story? Drop it below. Did pain push you to shine? Noah drove off, dusk fading. Inspiration a spark he'd lit. Tension gone. Just a tale echoing out.